Welcome back to the channel, guys. It is your boy, the Real Herp Hero, still out here in the jungle, the Peruvian Amazon with Fauna Forever. It has been a great few weeks so far. We have run into some amazing things. Today we'll be going over some opportunistic surveys, which are fairly similar to the transect surveys that they do here at Fauna Forever, except opportunistic are more so along the lines of, you know, if we're walking back down a trail after a night of doing transects, or walking back down the trail after a night of doing quadrets, or just, you know, walking the trails during the day. Like, for example, right now we are out birding, so just walking the trails during the day. You know, we find something, you know, that may be worthwhile bringing back to camp, getting some measurements on, taking the data down. Then we, you know, we're going to record that and bring that information back to Fauna for them to keep in their database. That way they know which species are abundant here. They can find, you know, population density, like I said, relative abundance, and a few other things that I'll let Mr. Ketola get into a little bit further. But the opportunistic surveys are amazing because, you know, we could just be walking a trail on the way back home and we find, you know, an Emmentodi species, which is like the smaller species that you guys saw. That's like black and white line with the larger eyes that you guys will see later in the video. But you know, I'm just going to let the video do all the speaking for me. The opportunistic surveys, like I said, are amazing. I hope you guys enjoy, and here comes the footage. Almost forgot to mention, guys, that these surveys are a little bit weird, and a lot of the footage is going to be grouped together from both my iPhone, the A7R3, which I shoot a lot of my photos with that you guys can go and see on Instagram, or the Sony RX100, which I'm shooting my video on now. So sorry if the video looks a little bit bunched up, but it gives a good explanation and a good idea on some of the stuff that you can find on the trails here. So I thought it would be cool to just group everything together. And like I said, I hope you guys enjoy, man. Are you ready, boss?
I've seen alligator gar.
There you go, man.
Here. Oh, this is very...
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Lentiferous. Pretty sure.
It was like right when I saw the eye, he was just literally just staring out on the trail,
So
which was just amazing.
Sorry? Yeah.
So translucent.
I know. Such cute eyes. Different, slightly different head shape than Sinchoa 2 to me.
Okay.
But again, I could be wrong tomorrow. I'll be like, oh, it's a Joe. But I'm pretty sure this is Lentiferous.
Okay.
Everything tells me Lentiferous. I could probably just confirm it now if I want to take the time. If my eyes are going to let me see it.
Do you ever go out later at night or early in the morning?
Not usually. I mean, there really isn't going to be anything different. The behavior's no different. I've asked other herps about herps. Oh, cool.
Is that a whip?
That is actually, yes. That's a diurnal species. Nice.
Okay, angry boy. Look at him with his little tail shake. Ah, he's so cute.
Oh, he is cute. Peronius. Yeah, Peronius. That's a really good one. Okay, relax. Oh my god. Oh, chill, dude.
He's like trying to play dead.
I've never seen that before with these guys. They've never done that. Adults don't do that.
Alright.
The head is quite different from...
Oh, no, it's not a Cochlini. Cool.
What is it?
I'm not sure. We'll find out tomorrow. I gotta look at the guy.
Oh, wow,
It's
look at
definitely not
that.
Cochlini.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
Big eyes.
Wow, look at that orange.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they're quite first. There's a few different things. I mean, the feet are, many species are slightly webbed more. I mean, that's when you see the feet are slightly webbed. Okay, that's one feature. But honestly, it's a case, like I said, of knowing the shape of the head of a dendrops. It's like a blunt. It looks like it ran into something. See that? It's like, boom, I ran into something. Most dendrops have that really flattened nose like that, and there's really big eyes. Yeah.
That's good size.
I don't know. Maybe stripey.
Oh my god!
Nice size, eh?
I'm so excited.
Watch your tail. I don't want you to bite yourself. There we go. Watch your head. They're really bitey on their own. They will bite themselves so much. There we go. Put your head in there. It's a nice size.
Oh yeah, she is.
I told you to introduce yourself last
I
time.
can
you
introduce
want to.
myself.
So guys, welcome back to the channel. We are here with Mr. Ketola and Valerio himself, checking in on a Amazon tree boa. We're about to get some measurements, and I'm gonna let Mr. Ketola take it away.
All right, cool. So my main man, Patty, who's disappeared, just obviously scared of the camera. Oh no, there he is. He just hidden away by Valerio. Yeah, he found this this rather large adult specimen last night. So yeah, we're gonna take some measurements. We're gonna start off by weighing it, and when it comes to this species, we're gonna have to actually use the hanging scale because it's too big to use in the little tiny table scale. So we're just gonna make some zeros. There we go. Okay, so we've got 0.38. Right that there. Yeah, you got that. Okay. So that's 0.38, and then we'll just weigh the bag and take it off. Okay. So when we're reaching in, we're going to try to be a little bit careful not to get bitten. Probably I'm going to get bitten anyways, but we'll try not to get bitten too much. These guys are pretty aggressive sometimes. There we go. Nice. Okay. Do you want to take care of weighing the bag for me? Patty, help out? Okay. So pretty nice adult. We're going to find out what sex it is in a few minutes. And so the first, now we're going to wait in a few minutes. And we're going to figure out what to weight. The next step we're going to do is we're going to take some measurements of how big it is, how long it is. So the first weight measurement we're going to do is what's called TBL, which is total body length. So literally from the end of the nose to the end of the tail, that's going to be the weight, the measurement. So we're going to have to hold it by behind the head, and hopefully we can do this without getting too bitten. You're going to go down there for me. That's better. Thank you.
Mr. Ketola, you weighed your snake in pounds.
But if we convert
Oh
it.
well, we're going to have to convert it. That's fine.
It was
Okay.
0.14, right?
So we got it by the head now. Nice safe hold. Can't reach us.
So the bag was
Gonna help out there.
0.14.
Okay.
So this means
Gently.
about
I'm just going to go up to the 0 here.
2 pounds.
Give me a little more.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we got it there. Stretch it out. I'm going to massage it out and stretch it. Hold on a second. There we go. There we go. There we go. A little bit more.
Just like
Give me
a
a sec.
meter.
A little bit more.
10.
A little bit more. Okay. It's still going. That's good.
Yes.
About 10, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so we're going to go 110, 110 centimeters. And that type of measurement, you can have a margin of error of about 1 or 2 centimeters, not the end of the world, but it gives us a really good idea of the general size of the snake. So that's the total body length. So the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to measure the tail length, which then will give us the SVL. And SVL is snout to vent. So this is, as I'm sure everybody watching this channel already knows, because they probably love herps and snakes, this is actually the tail right here. And this little spot that's been pooing on me all day is the vent. So we're going to measure from the end of the tip of the tail to that. So if you want to just grab the end there, that'd be good. And we've got, looks like, I think it's 21 maybe, but let's double check it.
Okay.
21.5. Yeah, so 21.5. So we're going to take that number, 21.5, will come off of the number for the TBL, and then presto math, that's our SVL. Okay, the next thing we want to do with this snake is we want to see what sex it is. So we're going to use some probes to actually look to see if it has a hemipenis or not. It's a little bit invasive looking, but it won't hurt the snake, so I'm just be careful. Blair, you want to do the honors again?
Yep.
Hold that out. Okay, hold it about there. Okay, put it up there. Okay. Okay.
So basically what we're looking for, guys, is if it goes in deep, then we have a male. If it's more of a shorter length into the coica there, then it's a female. So
Pretty sure it's a female. Just gonna
it's
double
a
check.
female.
Don't shake.
I'm just gonna try with a slightly small probe, although I'm pretty confident it's a female. Just gotta be careful when you use a small probe because it's a greater chance of injury. But if you're careful, it's fine. Yeah. So you can see, I'll show you. It only goes in that far. Okay, and if it was a male, it should be at least 3 times that for
Wow.
a snake this big. So this is a girl. Okay, just kind of not surprised because a lot of times the females are pretty large. So, but you can't say that just from size. Okay, so the final thing we're going to try, which is something we don't do of every snake we catch, but we do with some of the snakes, is we're going to try putting in a pit tag, which is a passive integrated transponder. If any of you have a dog or cat with a microchip, it's exactly the same concept. So the reason we're going to do that is because this is an older snake, and can live quite a long time. And there's a decent chance that because it's an adult, it's probably resident here. It's probably not a juvenile that's dispersing. Juveniles would be harder to pit tag because of their size, but also there's a lesser chance of recapture because if it disperses, it could be 5 kilometers away in a year, right? Whereas this one, there's a very good chance this site we're at is its home, and there's a decent chance we will encounter this snake again at some point in its life. And if we do, we can scan it and figure out the number, and we can learn a lot about where does it move, how much has it grown, if it still is growing, how long does it live. I mean, if we catch it in 10 years from now, then we know that it's at least 10 years, and considering its size, probably a lot more than that. So there's a lot of information we can potentially get from recaptures, so that's why we're going to try this. So what I'm going to do for this is I'm actually going to ask you probably to hold the main body, and then you to help hold the snake out while I do the tagging. Okay, so let's get this good unwrapped. Okay, there we go. There's your tail, there's your tail, there's your tail. Okay, so you want to take from the head, got it?
Mm-hmm.
There you go, okay. And you can support the body too. I want this side if I can, so rotate it. Okay. Well, where's the tail? Just want to know where I'm looking, where I'm watching. Okay, so the tail's too small. We're going to do it back in here. Okay, let's just make sure. A little bit of alcohol on the spot, so it's sterile. There we go. So a little alcohol, not going to hurt the snake at all. Just make sure. Very little chance of infection, anyways. Most wild animals, especially herps, have a pretty good immune system, but still, just to be safe. Okay. So the key is we want to get under the skin, but not into the body. It's going to hurt a little bit, but it won't. Long term, it won't hurt. It's okay.
It's incredible.
There we go. There we go. Okay. Spray it again.
Double sterilized, double sterilized.
Mm-hmm.
No, it burns, no.
Yeah, probably doesn't even. I mean, it definitely did feel that when it punctured the skin, but in terms of the alcohol, I don't think it even feels it. Tiny little wound. There's actually no blood whatsoever on there.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Feel it? It's in there good. Should be fine. And then we can. So we scan over here. There's no tag, and then we can here. Boom. So we got our number 982-1260 584 88. Sorry.
982.
Yep, 982.
Yeah.
1260
1260.
584
584
886
886.
20. Alrighty, let's take one more look, make sure there's no blood at all. You can actually
That's good.
barely even find the spot now. And I actually can't. Is it right there? Oh yeah, right there. It literally looks like, yeah, you can feel the tag, but other than that, it just literally looks like a tiny little nick that it could get naturally. So there's no big deal at all. It's gonna heal up, and we're gonna basically she's done now.
Mr. Ketola guys giving us a super in-depth method on how they do all of their measuring here at Fauna Forever. We're going to continue on with the rest of the video, and if you guys have any questions, of course, make sure you just comment down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to see some more videos like this one. Whew. So guys, it has been busy as always. Just ending off another video today. Opportunistic surveys, quadrats, super important here at Fauna Forever, super important for getting any sort of data. The two are great for relative abundance, population density, a few other things as you guys heard explained in the beginning of the video. Lots of amazing species found. The opportunistics are cool because a lot of the time as we're walking back to camp, we'll see things along the way, and if it's something, not like a Pristomantis species, which as you guys saw is, just all over the place, then we're bagging it up, we're bringing it back to camp, we're getting the measurements on it, identifying the species, putting it down in the books. That way, they know that that species is found here. The populations are somewhat apparent here. So, cool thing about quadrats, which I unfortunately didn't get a video of because we could only set up one, due to, having to open up new trails, construction issues, bunch of different kinds of things, but not a huge issue for me. The quadrats are super cool because they allow us to see the cryptozoic and the fossorial species that live under the leaf litter. So on quadrats, basically what we're doing is we're going into I believe it's a 50 meter by 50 meter plot of land, or 10 meter by 10 meter, my apologies, 10 meter by 10 meter plot. We basically mapped that out with a huge measuring stick. And then those areas are already pretty much labeled. We just had to clear a bit of the area to get around to it. But the quadrats are cool because, like I said, the fossorial and the cryptozoic species, which are under the leaf litter, which means that everything and anything in that plot, this 10 meter by 10 meter, we are looking under, in between, on top of leaves, below leaves, for any sort of species that we can find that could possibly live under the leaf litter. So that's good for, all different types of, Sicilians. One of the blind snakes, as you guys will see in one of the other videos, which we've caught in a few of the pitfalls, and then a bunch of other species that live under the leaf litter, like a few species of dart frog. So hope you guys enjoyed this video also, man. It's been beautiful here, hot and humid today, so we're ending this one off quick. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. The Real Herp Hero signing out.